Hi everyone, Tara Malarkey here, founder of High Ticket Empress and Seven Figure Femme. This month was really big. One of the questions that I got was, what did I do right more in my mindset and who I've needed to become in order to allow six figures to come through my business in 1 month. It's a journey. And I think probably the number one thing is to get yourself inside with people who are also on that journey, also with a mentor. The other thing that I would say, and I know this sounds self-serving when I say this, because obviously I want you to join High Ticket Empress because I think it's the best program out there for this. But, my mentor, he's the one who, a few months ago literally had me in tears, crying on our mastermind call because he was so mean to me. And that's what I felt. My feelings were hurt. I felt he was being so mean. And what he was really doing was telling me where I was playing so fucking small. Meaning, I was scared on certain things. I would see the problem and I would come to the call and I would say, so I spent this much on ads and we got this much results and whatever, whatever. And he would just be like, Tara, it's nothing. I don't just come on. It's like, come on, enough, just like play a bigger game. You're not even spending anything. You got to start taking more risk, right? And he would just be so in my face about it. And I felt like he wasn't honoring all the hard work that I was already doing. And it was all so hard for me already. And he was ruthless with me that day. And I can honestly say I'm not advocating for that. And I am not, I don't do this with my clients, although I am a fierce coach. Any of my clients, even here, students, can say that, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what's going to move the needle on your business because that's what I'm here to do. And I want that for you. He's definitely way more abrasive. And I cried. I cried on the call. I cried after the call. I was really hurt because I felt like he was so mean. Like he didn't care that my feelings were hurt. He didn't soften at all when I started crying. And I came back and this is what I've created over 2 months, right? I went and every time I was starting to play small in terms of how much we were spending on ads, when I would get scared to spend the next bump, and I would hear him. I would hear him in my mind and he would be like, stop playing so effing small, Tara. Let's go. Let's go. And honestly, without having to show up on a call every week and I bring my question to my mentor and him reflect back to me from his $14 million a year earner place, right? Because he's way ahead of me. He's done more than me. He's had more success in what I want to do. And so he could look at me and say, this is the moment, Tara. You either go more, go in, spend more, or invest more, or you sit on the sidelines and keep playing small and keep being fearful. And I needed that. So honestly, to do this on your own, I would unequivocally say it's impossible. It is 100% impossible. And all of you coaches out there, all of you that are doing this, right? Don't think that I just have this because I'm selling money or business. This can be done health coaching, life coaching, relationship coaching, mindset. Obviously you have to have a really good offer, but it can be done in any niche. You do not need to be selling money to have six-figure months. And you need, though, to have a mentor who's going to be able to show you how to do it and to keep reminding you of where you're going instead of where you are, where you're going instead of where you are, and where you're going instead of where you are. And that's going to require some uncomfortable moments, really uncomfortable moments where you have to take higher risk than you've ever risked before. One of the other things that's coming to mind is that I stopped telling my mom what I was doing. I stopped telling friends who would not understand, right? If I said, Yeah, like a few months ago, we dropped $5,000 on Facebook ads this month. Like if I told my mom that, guys, she would reflect back to me all of her fear. She wouldn't understand what I was doing. She would reflect back to me all of her fear. And even though I have grown up and I'm a grown ass woman, later on I noticed over the years that it would affect me, right? Cuz like it's such a close relationship. So you got to learn some of these relationships in your life, right? Your husband, your mother, your friend who's not doing this and doesn't understand it, stop telling them anything about what you're doing. Just stop telling them. Oh, you could say, oh, we had a great week and got some new clients and, like that. But don't say the scary parts. Don't share those bits with the people who are not doing it because they will not get it. And they will just reflect back to you and project onto you all of their fear and you will take it on. Okay. So that for sure held me back for a long time. I was looking for approval in the wrong places and they would reflect back to me their fear. And then I'd be like, oh my God, yeah, I am crazy. What am I doing? This is craziness. And then I would stop, right? I would like contract. So don't do that. Okay. Crystal, was there anything different in the 80K week that your business did that you'll be intentional about continuing? Honestly, the cool reason that the answer is actually awesome, and here's why. The answer is no. We did not do anything different. And that's the answer that you want from me, because then that means that essentially we are doing the same thing every week. Okay? We are just replicating the same thing every week. And some weeks are going to be bigger than other weeks, and that's okay. That's just going to be the way that it is, okay? So you have to expect that in a business. It's not going to be like clockwork. Every week you're going to make 80K, right? Now we figured out what the formula is for 80K. No, we have one formula, and we just keep working that same formula week in, day out, week in, week out. So we keep perfecting it. And then there is something to when you guys are in High Ticket Empress, you know that I talk about delayed attribution for your Facebook ads, right? What happens when the numbers don't show up immediately on some of the results that you're looking for? They show up later, so you have to go back and look at the numbers again to see if something happened, okay? It's kind of the same with your business, just as a whole. There's going to be delayed attribution. You are investing, the ads that I spent even in August are still coming through, right? We have people who book calls right away. We have people who wait 3 months to book a call with us, to enroll with us, right? And so a lot of what I invested a few months ago will come through today or last week or 2 weeks ago or in 3 weeks. And so understand that's why it's so important, guys, to create your one signature program that I teach you, right? And then build a brand and a program and a system around that one signature program. And then you work that one program, like my High Ticket Empress, day in and day out, and you build systems around selling that one program. It makes it actually really systematized and easy for you to start to step out of the business a little bit. You don't actually need to do so much. And it makes it so that there's not a lot of variables every week. You're not like, did I post in that one place that's what brought all the sales? No, we are doing the same thing every single week, and there's nothing we did different. And it's just the way that it will go that then some weeks will be bigger than other weeks. But we have the system in place. Does that make sense? So it is definitely, it's not actually that we tried something new. We're just working the same system, and then it ended up being, right, we scaled it to this amount. That's all. That's all.